Boom. John?
Yep.
From Rock Island Armory. Nice to meet you. Armscor.
Nice to meet you.
So, had some questions about the 22 TCM 9R. It's a gun that I've been looking forward to getting, and there's been some changes made. So, walk us through a little bit of the history. Walk us through a little bit of what you have now.
Okay, perfect. Well,
mind.
yeah, absolutely. So when we originally released the TCM line, it was a proprietary round, completely different, right? And, something that the market really hadn't seen out there as far as what kind of a recoil impulse versus the velocity you got out of the 22 caliber bullet.
Right.
And the fact that we were able to design it around a standard 1911 platform.
Right.
We also found that you were able to swap the barrels out and the springs out because it fit for TCM as well as 9mm. So it was just a cool concept to be able to have two calibers in one platform.
Right.
Now, when we come with the 9R, really the only reason for the change of 9R was due to the fact that when we started coming out with conversion kits, like the Glock conversion kits and the MAP conversion, those magazines were true 9mm overall length magazines versus the standard 1911 magazine for 9mm is 38 Super. Right. So the original TCM round would fit that. So the TCM 9R is really kind of designed for the idea of if it's true overall 9mm length magazines that you're running, you want to run the TCM 9R just to give it the true overall 9mm length, right? Now, the other thing that we noticed was not that the TCM's not a great round, we all know that have shot it, but, getting the industry to change their mind about something is like pulling teeth, right? Yes. So we had the TCM line of firearms that we sold with the 9mm barrel and spring. What we did was we actually changed that up to 9mm platforms that come with the TCM 9R barrel and spring, because what we wanted to avoid was people going to the gun store saying, hey, I'm looking for a 9mm 1911 platform, and then be like, well, we have a TCM, it comes with the 9mm barrel and spring. Well, I don't want the TCM, I want the 9mm. Well, yeah, this one comes with the 9mm. We were like creating an animosity purchase, right? Okay. So it was like people would buy the gun, they would take the TCM barrel out, they would throw it away because they'd be frustrated they had to buy that to put the 9mm barrel in, and then they would never give it a try. Now, they get the 9mm gun, and instead of it being an animosity purchase, it comes with the barrel and spring, makes it a curiosity. Like, well, tell me about this 9R thing. Well, I got a box of it right here. Why don't you buy a box, take it to the range, go shoot it, and tell me what you think. Right. Now we can get them hooked on it, right?
Okay.
So when we talk about a TCM lineup, one of the changes that we did was that we also found that people that like TCM shoot TCM. They don't swap it back and forth. So three of the lines that we have, or three of the models that we have now, are going to be dedicated TCM models. Okay. So they won't come with the 9mm barrel and spring. If you're buying a TCM gun, it's because you want to shoot the TCM ammo out of it. Okay. The other change that we made was we upgraded from the standard parkerization to using what's called Armor Lube. So this is a company that came up and developed a metal hardening coating protective surfacing system that also works as kind of like a dry lube system. Now granted, I always run lube in all my guns anyway because that's just how I am.
Habit.
Like I said, I'm stubborn. I'm a gun guy, so my habit is my habit. But they do promote it as a potential dry lube as well as a metal hardening surface, so you can really help keep the finish of your gun looking cleaner, longer, all that kind of fun stuff. So that's going to be the new Armor series. When you see that popped up on the TCM line of pistols, just know that that's what it is. It's that we've upgraded the coating system from your standard parkerization to Armor.
Okay, very nice. So what are the three different options that you have here at the show? They look very similar, but what are the differences between the three?
So this one is going to be a standard model, and you can tell it's a standard model from several things. One is that the grips on here are the checkered plastic style grips.
Okay.
There's also no magwell on the bottom of the firearm.
Okay.
Now the TCMs, what you'll notice versus like the other firearms, they do come with adjustable rear sights, but the reason for that is because if you did want to put a 9mm barrel in and stuff like that, that point of aim change happens because instead of a 22 caliber bullet going 2100 feet per second, now you want to swap it to a 9mm bullet that's going to be 115, 124 grains, and it's only going to be traveling 1200 feet per second, right. So you have to be able to make those adjustments, right?
Okay.
But so this is going to be the high cap model. It's going to be a high cap standard, and then we call it the Rock model because as you see here, it's got that standard looking 1911 frame that we all know and love.
Right.
Okay, so Rock standard is what this particular model is going to be.
Okay.
From there, we've got what we call our premium model or ultra model. So the upgrades that you'll see is that it'll come with a magwell, so you facilitate faster reloads. Comes with the updated and upgraded G10 grip panels. You get an ambidextrous thumb safety, and then you'll have the fiber optic front sight, adjustable rear sight. But then because this is a tack version, not a rock, means that you get that tactical rail on the bottom for lights, lasers, disco ball, fog machine, whatever the hell else you want to put on the bottom of the gun,
machine.
right?
Yeah, gotta have a fog machine.
So that's going to be one of your premium models in the full size, and then the only other size that we have, and these are for the dedicated 22 TCM, would be a rock standard mid-size. So still high cap, but no magwell, no upgraded G10 grips, and no rail because it's a rock series. But those are the 3 models that are the dedicated TCM models. And then from there, you can go to the website and check out any of the other models that are the 9mm that come with the TCM 9R.
So you do have the 9mm that come with the TCM barrel also still?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you said this one's more the medium size, so it's more of like a carry. Is that the target for that one? More of a carry?
Exactly.
Pistol?
Yeah, a little bit more reduced weight, but you still got the compact size. Not that many people don't carry compact size, but I always prefer, personally, like having a little bit more sight radius, a little bit more barrel.
Right.
Makes me a little more accurate.
Yes.
I want to hit my targets that I'm shooting at.
Exactly.
So you get that with the mid-size stuff.
So how many? You said you have the 9mm that come with the TCM barrel. How many of those do you have that ship with that, or is there specific?
I believe there's
models
5 different SKUs that we have that'll ship that way, and the majority of them are single stack models. But I do believe we also have a high cap model that comes set up that way.
Okay.
But yeah, the majority of them are going to be single stack models.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, John.
Absolutely, no
Appreciate
problem.
it. Nice talking to you. Thanks.
You too.